So today, good morning, Ebby. We are going to work back here, and you can see we've made some progress. We got some trees turned up. I got my long boots on, and I'm fully covered today to try to work in here and get things moved around. Right now, we're opening this up so we can put the panels in like we told you before, or I had said before in a different video, but we had to take down some trees too. It's kind of a little bit of a sloping. There's a tree, but we're going to cut up the limbs and extend this back for them for now, but we're also trying to open this up in here. Just getting geared up, making sure that I wear boots and long pants so I don't get poison ivy, because the place is loaded with poison ivy. And this is a new pole extender chainsaw little thing that I got so I can reach the long limbs. And you can see my girls Charlie and Rhea were excited to see what was going on, so they were watching me too. Abigail. Abby.
Hey, Abby.
As you can see, Charlie's pretty happy out and about watching us. They'll have a bird's eye view of what we're doing, for sure.
Now I can actually...
Rhea, she said, what are you doing over there, Mom? What you doing? Here comes Charlie. She said, what are we doing, Mom? She's so sweet. We're making progress. Look at this. Woohoo! So this path used to be... Come here, say hi, Benny. Hi, Benny, 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 boo boo. It's Benson. Watching the progress. Look at that. How nice and clean that looks. I de-limbed up as far as I could go, as far as I could reach, which is plenty for them. And then we also have a lot of other things we want to do out here too. We want to expand just these guys, and I cut some limbs down. You can see all the limbs. He's just smoothing it out and pushing it up with a tractor. Make smarter, not harder. And these are all some of the tops, but it's just, I mean, if you look, this is how it all looked. It's just so many limbs, just dead limbs. Like, ugh. So we don't mind having the trees. We just don't want all the limbs. So that's all we did, is skim up the trees. We cut down a few trees because we have some other ideas that we want to do. As you can see, they have these tulip trees keeping them shaded now, so we're going to leave them. They have some good... How's our girl? Hey, get over here, fancy pants. Yeah. So I had to put Rhea in. She was scared. Some of them get scared of the chainsaws, some don't. He's on the tractor, pushing it. This also is a chicken coop that came with the property. That's the back side. I cut a couple of tiny trees down with my little handy dandy, but this is a chicken coop. But the chicken coop, I don't know if I'm going to get chickens here. If I am, it's not going to be for a long time. But this, I cut this one down. But this chicken coop's here, and we don't want it here. So we're going to probably take it down, because this is the back side. These our pups are inside. This actually has like a lot of... overgrown, but it's a chicken coop. And then I think they were going to do a door there at one time, because they put like that overhang, but they never built one. And this is the creepy chicken coop. It's good size, and it comes with like nesting box too, which is awesome, but I don't think we're going to have chickens, so we're going to take this down. We're going to, you know how we are, we're going to reuse what we can. All this siding we're going to use the metal sheeting, not siding. It's metal sheeting. I've been doing siding, but and we're going to put a separate smaller enclosure for like Ebby that wants to stay out all day and enjoy herself. She can have her own spot. So that baby's coming down too. It's in rough shape, and again, everything's overgrown around it. So this, it just shows you, let's see if I can get the whole structure. Their building is huge. It's big. It's bigger than some of the houses around here. Benny's not afraid. Huh, Benny Boo Boo? Happy girl is my baby. But Rhea's kind of more of a nervous one. Charlie was not. She wanted to be right out here with us, but Daisy wanted to come out and have a turn. So I gotta go in and pull up those. But what we're gonna do is just add another one on and have it so they can have even more, and then we'll just keep going to the next trees as we thin out and do that. But eventually we want to have a pool. We're in North Carolina and it's hot. We want to clear a spot for a pool, so we're going to work on that too. Probably won't get to the pool this year, actually installing one, but we might next year. But we want to have a pool here. We're going to spend more time at home. We're homebodies, so he's just pushing all this. But this is going to be nice. It's nice and soft. It's safe for them. They have a lot of trees for shade back here for sure. But we have opened it up, so there's a little bit of ray of sunshine coming in too. So that's, one of our priorities too. And you can see he's just pushing it. That's why we bought a tractor. We had one. We knew how much it can do and how much we're going to utilize it, and that's why we put money into getting one. She's pushing. I'm excited. So we also want to make a road to our garden. Our garden is down this direction. We have 3 huge barns up at this direction, so we want trails. There is a road that goes to it, but we want to be able to go through the property. That was always my goal, to utilize what we have. We have less here. We have only like 7¼ acres versus our Salisbury, New Hampshire home. We had 16, but I don't know, I feel like we like it here better, honestly. Our house is smaller than what we had, but it's plenty for us, so we really do like it here. But we're just trying to do this. We did have to cut some big trees down, but are you getting the pines? You get that pine tree? Who did that? Who knocked that down? Charlie was actually chewing on it. Charlie's she's a baby. So Daisy and her sister just turned 3 in April. So we tried breeding Benny, but she didn't take. So we're going to try her next heat again just to see, because I think our timing was off. She's having a good old time. She's like Charlie. Charlie's such a love. She's so sweet. Alright, so right now I have a my little chainsaw extension thing as a battery, and my battery's dead, so I'm just waiting for it to charge. But when we first came in here, you couldn't even, the opening was so small to come back here, so we're kind of opening that up too. As we pick away a little as we can, because last couple of days I've been working on, you're probably sick of hearing about the pump house, but I've been working on that too. It's actually doing really good. I'll go take you down to get a quick peek of the pump house. So this is the pump house, episode 101. But I brought down the siding I told you that I got for free. It came with the property. The barns up above are full with, had to be somebody in construction, because they're literally full with materials. So this, I did this side first, and these windows, little tiny windows, they were on the property too, so it didn't cost me nothing. Let's back it out. I'm pretty proud of my little pump house. So siding went on. Siding was again free with the property. Actually matches the house. The window was free. I did that side. Never did siding before, but I figured it out pretty quickly. And then I did this side yesterday. Again, another little window. What I like about these little windows, because it's a pump house, it's creepy inside with spiders, a lot of spiders here. So what I wanted to do is reflect some light to come in, and that's exactly what it does. It reflects light. I also started doing some, let's see, focus that on that for you. Started putting the insulation inside, but this little window here from my kitchen, I can see if my machines are on and running. So, and they are. This stuff is all brand new. We hired somebody to come and do it. We just built the building around it, and I started insulating it. And that's going to be an accent door on that side. So I still have 2 more sides to do with the pump house. But I think the siding came out cute. I like it. I still have to button up a lot of it. Still have 2 more sides to side, but I needed to take a break from it. It was getting to be monotony. So the enclosure is finally finished. We added another 10-foot panel on each side, making another 10 feet. And you can see Grizzly and Daisy are absolutely loving it. They got to check it out first, but everybody has been able to enjoy the area. Seeing how happy they are just is really rewarding. And for some reason, I don't know what I did, but I shut the volume off on this section and some of the other parts. So I'm doing some voiceovers this edition, but no big deal. But you can just see how much they enjoy it, and we'll continue to add to it like we always have, just to make these guys happy, because we're happy to see them enjoying all our hard work. So I wanted to show you Remi, our foster mother. These are the kittens. We've had them they just turned 9 weeks old, so they are almost ready to go to their new homes. How foster works, though, is you take them in. We took their mother in while she was pregnant, and she had her babies at our home. And then you just take care of them, and then the rescue actually does all their shots and stuff. So we've already brought them back for their shots. They go again, their second set of shots. And then they are going to be put in a Petsmart for adoption. So the rescue really does a lot of work to try to help every cat that they possibly can. They do dogs too, but we've only helped with the cats. It's kind of hard with the dogs because we have our Danes and we wouldn't jeopardize them. But we do have the extra space, so we took Remi in to foster her, and these are her 5 beautiful kittens, and she is a fantastic mother, and she is so sweet. She's not in the video though because she went today to get spayed. They are getting ready to leave, and Remi is getting herself ready to be put up for adoption too, so they should be weaned off mommy by this point because they're 9 weeks old. And so Remi went today for a spay. She also went with 2 feral cats that we had caught on our property. My husband took them in for the spay and waited there because it was a little bit of a distance from our home, and then he's now returning back home with the 3 kitties that went today. This one that you see right there, it took us like 7 months to catch her. We saw her when we first moved here, and she's very smart, and we had a hard time. We finally got her, and we're just trying to get her spayed. She is a female. And then this is Remi. This is our foster kitty. She's super sweet. You can tell she comes right up to her cage for some little bit of talking to us. And that's the kitten's mother, Remi. So she also had her spayed today. She did very well. We, however, had one cat that was in very bad condition that we caught. She actually had some damage to one of her eyes, so she had to go in for eye surgery and have her eye taken out. And she also had a spay. She was a female, which we didn't know. So just a kitten herself. She had eye surgery and a spay.
So she did have her eye surgery. Her first night here was kind of rough because even though her eye wasn't usable, I think she's used to the eyelid shutting and opening. So it looked like she must have had a little bit of a hard time with her water. There was water everywhere, but I have it set up in these massive extra large kennels so they can have their space. And I did put boxes in each one so she could feel like she's hiding from us. Plus they have a blanket over them, and I keep the door shut. Usually the other kitties can come in and out of here to eat. We keep food in here, and even our strays will come in here and eat and leave. But she didn't touch any of her food, which she's on more medication because she did have the eye surgery, and she did have a spay with an abortion. I don't know how she would have took care of her kittens with one eye, very skinny. And they did have all their shots, so they're all full up to date on shots and stuff. Mind you, these are not our cats. These are strays that live in our community, in our neighborhood. We're just trying to help these poor cats out. There is another cat that's even in worse shape than Wilma with one eye. I'm still trying to catch him. His whole underside of his neck is cut open and exposed, the flesh. It's really super sad. But we're just trying to help as much as we can. So she actually did eat this morning. What I did is you can see her kitty cans over here. I kind of pushed the can right in front of her little door, and she must have realized we gave her tuna fish, but she did get her medication. So she's on medication for a spay, a feral spay. Like the other ones we had 3 female spays when we first got here, and we kept them in the other side. They could roam around. They weren't in cages, but we kept them for a couple of weeks to make sure they were all good to go. Same thing with these guys. I guess normally if they spay or neuter a feral, they say just to keep them for 24 hours, but there's no way I would release her in 24 hours, or even though she's been back and forth eating here. But I almost think she realizes now that we're here to help her, because she's not climbing the walls. She's just kind of giving us, looking at us and wondering what the heck's going on, I'm sure. But you can see she's content. She's in there sleeping. She's going to get her meds and her food tonight. So that's another thing, too. We can make sure she gets her right medication by making sure that her food's for her, just her. So, yeah, she's super sweet. Her little nose is cut up because she did have such a hard time going to get spayed. She was so scared. But I got little rugs in there for her, so if she gets hot, she can sleep over here. And I got rugs in her little carrier, too, so she's comfortable. But the other one, I can probably flash a light to see if I can see her, but she stays in that box. She's so scared. She's had 0 contact, and, it's hard to believe, but this happens quite a bit. So, oh, there she is. I'll put a little light up so you can see her. So there she is. She's recuperating. She's on pain meds, too, because she had bad mastitis. Obviously, she has kittens, or had kittens somewhere. I don't know. We do have kittens in the other side. Let's see if we can see her in there. She's way in the back, as far as she can go in her little box. Let me see if I can see her. Oh, good golly. It's hard getting down this low when you're old. Okay, so there she is. She's way in the back. You can see her one eye, like, shining. So she is doing fine. She's probably in a lot of pain, and very tiny cat. I think they said there's 7 pounds, which I don't know how this one was 7 pounds. She was so light in the live trap, but I'm gonna, that was a lot. I'm like dying in here. It's hot. But we're gonna keep him in there as long as it takes. Overwhelmed with gratitude that these rescues do so much to save these animals. I mean, I think they're happy that we have a place that we can keep them. Not everybody has like a garage, or we have an extra guest house here that is still, no one's using because it needs work. Hasn't been finished, but so they have a safe place to be. So this is definitely a group effort too. We all do our part. I'm happy to say that the girls are getting better and they're all eating and everybody's great. And even, I'm going to let them be. I don't know if Kayla's giving them dinner yet or not. All right, girls, I'm not going to bother you. And this room has natural light. There's windows, so. And look at, there's Vader waiting for me. He was our last one that we got neutered. Him and, an old boy that didn't make it. But Vader's a sweet cat. I mean, when we first started working with him, he was very elusive, didn't want, feral acting, but he's so sweet. He follows us everywhere now, so we let him stay. He's so sweet. Look at him.